Hello, ladies, and welcome once again to Imfan's Women's Empowerment. I am MJ, and I am welcoming you once again to my podcast, Part 3. I just want to be loved. And today we are talking about emotions. Of course, us as ladies, we do have a lot of emotions, highs and lows, which is okay, ladies. It's okay to experience the highs and lows of life. What we don't want to be is stuck and have repetitive behaviors that will produce negative results. Now, today I'm not talking about mental health. And mental health, yes, can affect your emotions. But today I'm not talking about mental health. I will talk about mental health at a later date. Today we're just focusing on some of the emotions that we may feel as women. Yes, if you do have mental health issues, it can affect your emotions. But today I'm just talking about the emotional effects that we as women may face on a daily basis. Moving away from those who do suffer from mental health issues. And I admonish all of our ladies that it's okay if you're having mental health issues. But what is not okay if we don't get the help? And so soon I'll be talking about mental health and the importance of seeking professional help so that you can maintain the stability, this healthy pie that is possible to achieve. Last week I spoke about this circle and us having like a piece. If you look at a piece and you cut them slices. Well, our lives are like that, ladies. We have the spiritual, our mental, our emotional, our physical, our financial, our social being. And it has to be balanced in order for us to feel holistically whole. And yes, it doesn't happen overnight. For some of us, it takes a lifetime. Some of us are quicker than others, but it's not a race. There is no race on getting this well-being. The only thing is that we just need to start somewhere, do the work, filling our cups with love, these hearts, ourselves, so that we can maintain a balance, a whole balance, being stable, not feeling somewhere off that something is missing. You may fill up your spiritual part, but yet still not feeling happy. You may have your financial hearts all filled up, but your spiritual part is not empty, it's empty, or your emotional part is empty. And so here we want to get the balance. Some of the emotions that as women that we may go through are happiness, disgust, love, empowerment, surprise, satisfaction, envy, pride, annoyance, frustration, jealousy, content, anger, sadness, fear, guilt, loneliness, some confusion, anxiety, disappointment, and boredom. And so it is okay to feel these emotions because they are in us. But what is not okay is when we stay in these emotions and they begin to consume us. They begin to allow us to display negative emotions. And of course, if you know that the more you display negative emotions, the more the body is not happy and it becomes imbalanced. So let's look at some of the negative emotions that as women may be experiencing and not knowing why. And so you may have this low and you may feel like, well, listen, let me just clean my house from the top to the bottom. And then you get this emotion of high. And then after you finish cleaning, the low comes back. You may love to shop. You get this feeling of just needing to buy, whether it's from the Dollar Tree, CVS, TJ Maxx, Macy's, even just to buy one item from any store, or even if you like to shop online. You fulfill the high and then go back to the low. You may be a person who just like to start a lot of trouble. You just love it. You get a high. You seek out situations, and then all of a sudden, you're so happy because you see destruction in front of you. And then the low comes again. You may be experiencing a lot of envy and jealousy. And so you see yourself day after day, hours after hours, thinking about this person or this thing that you are just so jealous of, giving you that high that can also cause you to be disruptive. And then comes the low again. You also could be one of those ladies who's just a busybody. You love to get into people's business. And it's reoccurrent. It goes in the high, and then when you finish, you go back on the low. You also can be some of those ladies who enjoy seeing the ruin of other people's lives. Yes, we have those type of women enjoying it. It gives you a high. It makes you smirk and laugh. And when you're done, you go back to the low again. So many behaviors. You may enjoy having a larger number of times of sex. Yes, we have women who don't know why, but they need to have a lot of sex. Ladies, I'm blunt. And even those single ladies can't stop. Cannot stop. Very quick to meet someone in the bed, as quick as they meet them. And maybe those who even dispose those men and go back to the next man again. Very easy. The high, and then they experience the low again. You may be a person who loves to drink. When you're feeling your emotions again, you like your narcotics, you like your marijuana or weed or whatever they call it. So the high, and then again the low. You may be those who love to party. Some people party every day just to fulfill the high, and then they come back again to the low. You may be one of those ladies who love to just be in the company of people. You don't like being alone. You must be in company of people, fulfilling the high. And then when you leave the people's presence, you come back again to the low. You may be a movie junkie. You enjoy watching movies, shows all day until you go to sleep, fulfilling the emotional high just to come back to the low. And what about those women who love to eat? Eat. You're not hungry. We will talk about that when it comes to the physical. It's just the emotional hunger, the emotional high. Whether you're eating something sweet or you're eating something crunchy or just to eat. The emotional high. Then to come back to the emotional low. Now, why all these emotions? What is the cause? And why us as women, do we go through these emotional highs when we're feeling these emotions? It may be an emotion of loneliness. It may be the feeling of guilt. Ladies, you may be feeling confused, sad, angry, envy. These emotions come in through our programming, which is our minds, every day. It's the same record or audio tape or videotape that's being replayed every day. So now we're going to have to stop this. Now you say, MJ, how I'm going to stop this? I have been thinking like this for years. It's just humanly impossible. I'm doomed. This is how I am. I'm going to die just like this. I can't stop. Well, that's not true. You can stop feeling emotions. What has you feeling emotional? Well, for some people, it can be a childhood trauma. It could be an adult trauma. It could be an abuse that you experienced. It could just be a feeling of being lonely, single, alone, married, miserable. Maybe you experience a traumatic experience in your life. Maybe you just need someone to talk to. You don't like being alone, like I said. There are so many reasons of these emotional highs and lows. And so we are going to talk about what we can do on how we can actually heal these emotions and recognize it. But I want to give you an assignment because we're going to come back. First, I want to piggyback on these emotions of unhappiness, of onset sudden sadness, onset sudden maybe depression, onset sudden anger, onset sudden jealousy, onset sudden sadness, frustration. And I want you to sit down and just get a pen and just write. I want you to write a check mark next to any of these emotions that I am going to mention. I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to get a pen and a paper, or you can use your phone. And I want you to check from 1 to 5. Happiness. 5 if you're really happy all the time. And 1 being not so happy all the time. Disgust. Embarrassment. Envy. Prideful. Frustration. Amusement. Jealousy. Content. Anger. Sadness. Fear. Anxiety. Guilt. loneliness, shame, confusion, depression, disappointment, and boredom. So ladies, that's your assignment. I will be back next week, 1 to 5, and we're going to talk about these emotions and how we can recognize it. So now you have these emotions in you. Sometimes we are feeling a certain way and we don't even recognize that this is the word. Yes, I am feeling this. And so now I'm going to get up and I'm going to go buy something. But now you can recognize it. Oh, I'm feeling angry. I'm going to clean my house from top to bottom to let go of the anger. Oh, I'm feeling angry. I'm not going to clean my house. I'm just going to let it stay like that for days. Oh, I'm feeling jealous. I'm going to destroy that young lady. I'm going to destroy that lady. I'm going to tear it down. So now we're recognizing these words. I'm feeling happy. I'm really happy right now. I am happy. And I'm going to do something that I love to do. You need to recognize it. When we recognize these emotions, you got me feeling emotions, then we could recognize some of the triggers in your life. That's in my life. And then we can learn to stop and turn whatever highs we're looking for to fulfill and turn it into a beautiful hearts. No more highs and lows. No more. So I admonish you, that's your assignment, ladies. We'll be back next week with part 4. And I'm going to tie it in with mental health. You got me feeling emotion. And I want us to recognize it. And I hope that you were able to take time for yourself as I admonished you to do that during the beginning of the series. It's very important for us as women to take time for yourself. You need it. It helps with these emotions, the triggers that set us off very easily when some of us don't have the attention that we're looking for. Some of us don't feel loved. Some of us hear someone say something negative to us. When someone feels like they're not being treated fairly. The emotions. Some of us have mastered it, and God bless you. Some of us, like most of us, are feeling emotional and not good emotions. And so, ladies, I want to thank you once again for stopping by at this podcast as we heal together. You got me feeling emotions. I just want to be loved. All of that. Just wanting to be loved when your emotions are up and down, left and right. You look for love in all the wrong places. But getting these emotional under control, ladies, realizes the body, the emotions become stable. We're going to talk about that next week, and I'm going to tie it into mental health. And so you have your assignment, come back with your papers, come sit down together next week at Infan's Women's Empowerment. I am MJ. Be blessed.